Venus is officially direct and it will not go retrograde again for another 2 years. Your love life, your luxury, your glow up, and your monies are back online. Here's what you can finally do again and what you can avoid doing now that Venus is direct. Quick question before we get started. What area of your life felt like you were crashing out in during this Venus retrograde? Was it your money? Was it your love life? Was it your confidence? What was it? Let me know in the comments. Drop your sign in the comments for a personalized glow up message and follow along for more updates. Here's what you can finally start doing again. Now it's the time to book that haircut, get your filler appointments, get your glow up, honey, change your wardrobe, go for that rebrand that you've been thinking about so much. Make the beauty moves that you were second guessing before. Style will now be landing exactly how you want it. You won't be second guessing yourself and you will not be regretting anything that you do now. Finally going to feel like you again. If you've been itching for a glow up, this is your sign to go for it. Let me know in the comments, what are you thinking about changing up now that Venus is direct? Do rebrand yourself, relaunch your offers, your business, or your aesthetic presence. This is because Venus rules over visibility, attraction, and money. And if before things were feeling off, now you're back to being in alignment once again. But this time you can expect more views, creative downloads, compliments, and this is because you are incorporating whatever you learned about your aesthetics, about money, about love and finance during the retrograde, and you are now bringing forward into this new chapter whatever you learned then and making things better in this department. Post the pics that you've been wanting to post. Put yourself out there. Beauty, your art, your online presence. If you are a content creator or if you work in beauty, if you work in the arts, if you work in an area of life that requires an eye for beauty, then this is your time, because now you're finally going to move forward with this Venus being direct, and it's almost like you're getting your light back, like you're recovering, like you are seeing things clearly now. Your beauty, your presence is finally going to be activated again. So expect more comments, more DMs, and yes, expect more money. You're going to be compensated now for what you deserve. Comment money magnet mode if you're ready for your visibility and your money to get an upgrade. Do make big purchases that are going to last you a lifetime without crashing out over your self-worth. One of the big things that we told you guys to stay away from during Venus retrograde was making big purchases. Now, this is the time when you can move forward with certainty that whatever you purchase now is going to be secure in the long run. And you're also not going to struggle because of it, and you're also not going to regret it. This is because Venus rules over money and your value system. You were afraid before of investing in yourself, of purchasing something that means a lot to you that you really wanted and you were holding off on it. It's the time to invest in yourself, to upgrade your look, to go for that new career, to go for your dream. Make sure that you're still incorporating whatever lessons about your self-worth and about finances you learned during this Venus retrograde before you move forward with anything, but don't let fear stop you this time around. Do reopen yourself for love with a more clear lens. This Venus retrograde, you were possibly revisiting or even releasing old karmic loops and patterns. Whatever stays in your life now as Venus continues its direct motion, it's here to stay. If someone new in your life surfaces now, this is your green light to go for it. If you got into a relationship during Venus retrograde and now that it's direct, you start to see that maybe this wasn't the person for you, you're going to instantly see if this person is still meant to be in your life. If they're not, it happens when you get into a brand new relationship during Venus retrograde. You start to see exactly why that wouldn't work out once it goes direct. So just let it go. Do let it go. Do know that it's the right choice and it's the right thing to do. Incorporate the lessons that you learned during the Venus retrograde and know, because now you have the clarity to know what feels real now. Anything that enters your life now is going to feel like a healthy connection, like a healthy relationship, because you're a lot more healed from this retrograde period. Let me know in the comments what entered and what left your life during this retrograde. Here's what not to do now that Venus is direct. Not text or go back to the ex who ghosted you during the retrograde. Do not go back to the ex who didn't reach out and who did not come back into your life during the retrograde. This is very important. They didn't return when the universe literally made it so easy for them to return, then they're not meant to be in your life, and you can now let that go with certainty. So let their silence be the closure and move forward with your life. And if you broke up during the retrograde, also is not an open invitation for you to reach out, because if you ended things during a retrograde, they're meant to be ended. Drop in the comments, I am not chasing, so you can claim this energy and you don't send that text. Not spend money the way that you were spending it prior to the retrograde, because retrograde is notorious for bringing in a wake-up call collectively to everyone around love, self-worth, and money. Make sure that now that Venus is direct, you don't go back to your same old ways and you incorporate the lessons that you learned that is direct so that you don't crash out. Make sure that you are investing in what's making you feel powerful in the long term instead of a short-term dopamine hit. And do not compare your glow up timeline. If nothing moved for you during this retrograde period, it doesn't mean that your life is not going anywhere or that you're stuck or that you're stagnant. Start changing your mindset around things. If you view the world from a lens where nothing changes for me and I'm always stuck in life, then that is a change in your life in and of itself. You're going to get more of that. You're going to get more of feeling stuck. You're going to get more of nothing moving, nothing changing. So now the only one that needs to change is your mindset. It is you. This is a great time to start doing that work instead of comparing your achievements to anybody else's. Stop thinking that you missed something, because you never miss anything. You were just being prepared. Let me know in the comments what you did learn during this Venus retrograde period. Drop your sign in the comments for a personalized message to make sure you like and follow for more.